If you're over 70, you already know the exact moment I mean. Your foot catches the edge of the rug, the room tips for half a second, and your hand flies out for the counter. In Japan, home to some of the longest, most independent lives on earth, elders quietly run through a handful of balance moves every single day. I'm going to walk you through 5 of them, in the order they're taught, starting gentle and building from there. Keep your eye on the 5th one. The first 4 set it up, but the 5th trains the reflex that actually catches you mid-stumble, before you ever hit the floor. First, a weight off your shoulders. If you feel less steady than you used to, that is not clumsiness, and it is not just your age. The reflex that catches you when you trip is a skill, and like any skill, it goes quiet when it stops being used. It hasn't left you, it is waiting to be called on. And the exercise we all trust, walking, keeps your legs going but barely trains your balance at all. Walking runs on a pattern your body already knows by heart. Balance is a separate skill, and staying steady on your feet means practicing it on purpose the way these elders do, a few quiet minutes a day. So why does that catch reflex fade in the first place? It runs on quick automatic reactions, and those reactions dull when your days get calmer and your floors get flatter. The good news is they sharpen back just as fast once you use them. When researchers pooled dozens of these balance training programs together, the practice cut the rate of falls by close to a quarter, with nothing strenuous at all. We build it in 5 steps, each one a little harder than the one before, exactly the way they are taught. The gentlest is first, and you do it sitting down. Number 1 is the seated weight shift, and it is the foundation the other 4 stand on. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor about hip width apart, hands resting on your thighs. Now slowly lean your weight over onto your right hip, just until you feel that side take the load, then glide back through the middle and over onto your left. Slow and smooth like a metronome. Then shift gently forward over your feet, as if you were about to stand, and settle back. What you are training here is called proprioception, your body's own sense of where it is in space without looking. It is the quiet signal that tells your brain your center of gravity is drifting, so your body can correct before you tip. Sitting down, with the chair to catch you, you get to wake that sense up in complete safety. Do about 10 shifts side to side, then 10 forward and back, breathing easy the whole time. If it helps, close your eyes for a few of them once you feel confident, and notice how much more your body has to feel its way. Keep the chair under you, and keep it gentle. This is the move that teaches your body to notice a shift before it becomes a stumble, and everything else is built on it. When it feels easy and steady, you are ready to stand up, which is exactly where the second move takes you. Number 2 asks a little more, because now you are on your feet. Stand behind a sturdy chair or at your kitchen counter, both hands resting on it for support. We are going to narrow your base the width your feet give you to balance on. Bring your feet together so they touch, stand tall and simply hold there, hands light on the counter. Then, if that feels steady, place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe, the way you might walk a tightrope, and hold that line. A narrow base is exactly what your body meets on the stairs, on a curb, on the turn from the kitchen into the hall. Standing this way trains your ankle strategy, the small, constant adjustments your ankles make to keep you upright. Those little corrections are your first line of defense against a wobble. Hold the feet together, stand for a slow count of 10, then rest. Work up to holding the heel-to-toe line for 10 seconds on each side, switching which foot leads. If holding still feels too easy, march gently in place instead, lifting each knee in a slow, steady rhythm, about 8 lifts on each side, hands still on the counter. The counter is your safety net, so keep it within reach the whole time. Get this one solid and standing at the sink, waiting in a line, turning to greet someone, all of it steadies underneath you. Once you can hold that heel-to-toe line without gripping the counter, the third move starts taking your support away. Number 3 is harder, because now we take a hand away. Stand at your counter with just your fingertips resting on it, light as a bird, and step your right foot out to the side, then bring your left in to meet it. Step together, traveling sideways along the counter. Then come back the other way. Balance work usually trains you moving forward and back, but the falls that break hips come from the side, when you lose your balance sideways and nothing catches you. Sidestepping trains your hip strategy, the way your hips shift to keep your weight centered over your feet. And a sidestep is itself a catch move, the very motion that saves you when you list to one side. Take about 8 steps one way, then 8 back, keeping those fingertips light so your legs do the work and not your arms. When you want more, try a tandem stance, one foot in front of the other, heel to toe, and lift the hand on your leading foot side off the counter for a few seconds. Just a few seconds. Then set it back down, fingertips only, and the counter stays right there, This is the move that guards you against the sideways slip, stepping off a curb, turning in a tight kitchen. And notice what is happening as we climb. Less support, longer holds, quicker demands. If these are the kind of calm, practical steps you want more of, this channel is built for exactly that, one quiet routine at a time. Now onto the fourth move, where your own body starts doing the balancing. Number 4 is the last step before the payoff, and here you stand on your own. Position yourself near the counter, close enough to touch it in a heartbeat, but let your hands hover just above it instead of resting on it. Bring your feet together, stand tall, eyes forward on a fixed point across the room, and simply hold. That is the whole move. Hold, steady, and breathe. Standing still like this with no support makes your 3 balance systems work as a team. Your eyes read the room, your inner ear, those tiny fluid-filled canals deep in your head, senses every small tilt. And your proprioception, the sense we woke up in the first move, feels the ground through your feet. Take a hand off the counter, and all 3 have to talk to each other at once. That is what you are training. Hold for about 10 seconds to start, and build toward 30 as the weeks pass. When you feel genuinely solid, try it with your feet together and your eyes closed for just a few seconds, hands ready over the counter. Closing your eyes takes vision away and makes your inner ear and your feet work twice as hard. It is remarkable how much that one change asks of you. Hands hovering, counter right there, always. Hold this well and you can stand in a checkout line. Reach up to a high shelf, bend to the oven, without that flicker of doubt. The first 4 moves make you steady on your feet. The 5th makes you quick enough to save yourself, and now you are ready for it. Number 5 is the move the other 4 were built to unlock, and it trains the exact reflex that catches you mid-stumble. Stand in a doorway or in the corner where 2 counters meet, so you have something to grab on every side. Rest your fingertips down, shift your weight onto one leg, and lift the other foot just off the floor. An inch is plenty. Hold it there. Your standing foot will make dozens of tiny corrections, and your hip and ankle will fire to keep you over that one leg. Hold it for a count of 10, then switch. That is single leg balance, and it is the closest thing to standing at the edge of your own limit. The 5th move has a second half. Once single leg feels steady, you train the catch itself. Standing on both feet in your safe corner, let your weight drift gently toward one side, a little past comfortable, and then let your foot step out on its own to catch you. Sway and step. Sway to the other side and step. You are rehearsing the automatic stride your body throws out to save you, in slow motion, in a place where nothing bad can happen. This reaching, stepping catch is what researchers call reactive balance, and it is the thing that decides whether a trip becomes a stumble you laugh off or a fall you remember. For a long time, people assumed it was pure instinct you either had or lost, but you can train it, and studies that follow people into their daily lives find this kind of practice carries over into fewer real falls. Every slow sway and step here is teaching your body to do it fast when it counts. Practice 5 gentle sways to one side, then 5 to the other, always inside your doorway or corner, always with a grab within reach. There is no rush and no prize for skipping ahead. Keep your safety close, let the reflex sharpen on its own schedule, and it will be there the day your foot really does catch the rug. So think back to that half second from the start, your foot on the edge of the rug and the room tipping. In that moment, whether your legs are strong was never really the question. What decides how it ends is whether your body throws a foot out to catch you before you even know you are falling. That is the reflex the 5th move builds, and it is the reason the first 4 come first. The seated shift wakes your sense of the ground. The standing holds narrow your base. The side steps guard you sideways. The eyes closed hold brings your 3 systems together, and the 5th turns all of it into a reaction fast enough to save you. Do these 5 a few quiet minutes a day, in order, and you are not just steady or standing still. You trust yourself on the stairs again. You step off a curb without bracing for it. You get up in the night and cross a dark room and your feet and your reflexes read the floor for you. So much of what we quietly dread about the years ahead, a world that shrinks down to the few rooms you still feel safe crossing, traces back to that one fading reflex. Keep it sharp, and you keep your independence in your own home, on your own 2 feet. Pin these to something you already do, right after your morning tea, or while the kettle heats, so they truly happen. Start today with the one you can do sitting down, and let the 5th one be the goal you build toward. If a simple routine like this helps you feel surer on your feet, tell me down in the comments which of the 5 you are starting with today. There is a whole library of these waiting for you here, all of it made to keep you steady, independent, and moving on your own terms.